What's good with you though?
Morning
We
to
talking
you.
about rap.
Talking about rap. Good morning. Um, so I didn't do a whole lot of listening to music this week. I will admit. Just there was a lot of good music from last week. I had a lot of shit jumping off of work. But is it me? This week is not last week. Like that last week was just as in
Oh no,
like
no.
last week we got so much dope shit that was like whoa, and then this week was like okay, this is like a
No.
normal like a little bloop
Yeah, yeah.
bloop.
Feel like we're
Yeah.
spoiled, but yeah.
Last week was like a nice little yo, like what was all this? Um but what we did get, the shit that I was looking forward to that we got was the Isaiah Rashad, um, Graph. So I want to take some time for that. Um, did you hear the new Graph shit?
Definitely, yeah. I've been riding around the graph. Yeah, graph is dumb nice. Like, hold on, real quick. So was graphs K Slade's fab for a clue?
Before Pap
Before
too,
Pap. Okay, I was just making
right?
sure. Okay, yeah,
So I'm glad you. That's a great question, man. I'm glad you. Wow, what a great call out. So yeah, back then when K Slay had his show on Hot 97, and even before K Slay had his show, K Slay was absolutely. There was a time there where K Slay was the biggest DJ in New York City, um, and it wasn't very clear to me what their relationship was. But yeah, he popped up a lot with K Slay early. When I first heard him, he was on K Slay tapes and on K Slay's show. And it's not like K Slay died right after that, and it's not like Graf stopped making music. So I'm not exactly sure where the breakdown was after that. Obviously, Graf's whole thing was with Black Hand Entertainment, and the dude who ran Black Hand was like a real street dude. Like I forget his name. He was like a fucking OG, like Rich Porter, Alpo level OG, like from the era type nigga, like a real dude.
yeah.
That ran Black Hand, and Graf was under that dude. And then it's interesting. I don't know. Graf's career has been interesting. He's been out for a long time. I'm very curious how old he is. I'm sure that he's not my age. I don't, like I'm 45, so I'm not sure that he's my age. But I don't think he's much younger than me because he's
Oh,
been
so
out for a
but you
fucking
do think
minute.
he's younger? I feel like I said, the comparison I just made, like it's funny and it's good having this conversation with you because it's
Uh,
like I'm remembering the fact that he started off all K Slade mixtapes,
right.
and you're remembering the fact that I heard him on the radio this that and Thursday.
He was on his
It's very,
show. Yeah,
it's
he
very
was on K
interesting.
Slay show a lot. Yeah.
And I didn't have access to those. I just heard about the Clue shows, and so that's kind of interesting. But like you said,
Yeah.
with him being like, I would think he's the same age as Fab, and Fab is like a year or two older than us, right? Well, you're 2 years older than me though, so never mind.
Right. Yeah, Fab is our age. We could just call
Yeah,
it that. And Graf
yeah,
is probably our
I
age
think so
too.
also. Yeah.
Um, but he's been around for a fucking minute is the point. And he never really had very much like Papoose was supposed to have his moment, man. Papoose was the same way that Wayne was running mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? Like Pap had a fucking run. You know what I mean? Where it was like, yo, this dude. And Graf never got that far. On the mixtape shit. You know what I'm
Yo,
saying? But he never had his moment.
they kind of have the same problem. Graph is not as bad as Pap though. Like
I
Graph,
yeah.
like you're like your niceness is like too fucking nice, bro. Like I can't like it's too nice. Like you're too nice. Like I don't know how else to put it. And it's funny because I was listening
And
thinking
this
that
is the show where we're saying people are too nice.
like we left, yeah. And it's funny because it's not too many niggas that's that dumb, black folk of course, but it's not niggas that dumb nice that actually get to that level. Like,
Yeah.
and it sounds funny because like niggas like, what about Nas? What about Jay? Like, bro,
It's a different era.
they're
It's a
nice.
different era.
Yeah, but the nice we're talking about is like your play with words, and that's like your bag type shit to me. Because I was definitely having the same thought. Well, like, yeah, he doesn't really have. I hate to label a rapper. Or I hate to label an MC like, damn, he ain't got no singles. That's probably why he not big. because you listen to his album, it's like, yo, I can hear this because you know the young kids barometer is. Well, I can hear this in the club. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's just I don't understand why some MCs or some artists don't have singles that actually get places.
Well, you said it with Akeem Ali. When I said Akeem Ali is a star, and you were like, "Well, what does he need?" And I was like, "Shit, I don't know." And I didn't answer the right. I said he needs a record,
Hmm.
right? And
That ain't it. And
that
sometimes that don't be it.
it isn't, and that's just, and it's also just like a very elusive thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a very tricky thing because some of these dudes do have really dope records, and for whatever reason, they just don't pop. You know what I'm saying? And there's this. I'm finding it here now. There's a post. I don't know if you saw it. This young woman, is she an MC? She said, "I feel like rap is turning into bad karaoke night." Did you see that? This redhead girl.
Nah, it's funny because that sounds like it's a couple of years too late, and now we're getting good music. So I don't
Right.
understand.
But she's absolutely not wrong. She says bad rap is turning into a bad karaoke night because if the post says if you can really rap, people get irritated because they're used to simple shit, right? So like the bad karaoke night is when you go up there, y'all are all having fun. People are like, "Wah," like maybe they singing it, like maybe they know the words, maybe they don't. Everybody laughing, it's all good. And then somebody comes up there and sings like for real, and everybody's like, oh wow, like okay, fucking Mariah Carey out here, you know what I'm saying? Like
It's,
and
it's like
boo, and like they
it's like the
fucking up
flock.
the
It's like the
vibe.
flock of me.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Like they fucking up the vibe for being too good, and then so that's what rap is like, and I thought that was a very interesting observation, and
And it's fun. My bad,
it's
but it's
dated
kind of
that
funny because it's
observation.
like we get. I ain't gonna say mad, but it's like when we find a rapper that's nice like that, or we don't want him to get too big,
Mm,
and then a couple years later we're like, yo, why did they never get that big?
mm.
I just thought about that. You know what I mean? Because we a lot. You, I always think about this with Wiz, man. And once he put out that first album, bro, I was like, man, I'm good. Like all the mixtapes was fire. I love the vibe. Once
I
he
was
came
gonna
out with
talk
that
about
album, I
that.
was like, bro, I'm good, bro. This is
Let's. I wanna. I was gonna say let's come back to Wiz, but let's just get this out of the way.
you get pissed off all day, dog.
Him and Currency have the two albums now, the Ruthless record joints. They got one with Harry Fraud that came out this week. Notice when I texted you the homework, I didn't even bring that shit up because I don't even want to talk. Like them niggas is just boring to me now. This shit is so boring. Like it's just like I tried to think. I was like, how long have I been listening to this nigga Wiz talk about the same shit? And it's been like 20 years.
Yo, and I've been smoking the entire time, and this shit's still boring to me. Like, bro, man.
Yeah, it's like how much I've been thinking like how much weed can this nigga smoke? I mean like I'm enjoying his new the shit that he's doing online where he posts himself like meditating or like fucking with his plants and doing shit like that because I think that's cool. Like I personally think that Wiz is a really cool dude,
Hmm.
and like I wish I knew him kind of cat. You know what I'm saying? But him and Currency both like you know what I mean. Like their music needs to hit a different tone. You know what I'm saying? Hit a different key. You know what I mean? Because it's just like how it's like in currencies like how many times are you gonna take my bitch like I can't talk to her but she smokes at your house like okay like all right you know what I'm saying like it's like okay man you took all my bitches yo you took all of them you know what I
Oh,
mean
but and
like
you smoke all the good weed too,
all of
like,
it like
mm.
yeah you know what I'm saying
What
and
they
I
say?
guess
Cool
that
story, bro.
yeah, it's just like I want to hear something different. Like I said, that some of the joints that he put out this summer, I was really feeling them joints. You know what I mean? And Currency to me has always been nicer than Wiz. So like I'm not
Mm.
surprised that he has some shit that is nice. But to get back to it, like yeah, Ruthless Records, y'all can pass on those. Those are not those are not really something that is entertaining. And when it comes to the new Graph shit, um, yo man, this is not the first. He's got a few quality joints in the stash now. All of his shits with 38 Special. when him and 38 Special get together, it's that those shits are all banging, man. You know what I mean? Because 38 Special, super underrated producer, um, and all of his records with him are dope. And this one here is not a 38 Special album. It's just him, and he got 38 on there,
Yeah,
but it's not like the whole thing is produced by him. So it's called Sometimes Money Can Cost Too Much. The squeeze, I'll give him his props when it's due. The squeeze first shit, Benny the Butcher absolutely slaughtered that shit. He absolutely slaughtered that joint. You know what I mean? Like he got Jordan Lucas on here.
oh,
Um,
that joint go. Jordan, nice.
he's just so nice, man. Speaking of like nice dudes that don't blow up enough, I feel like he
But at
gets
the
a
same time,
good.
I feel like Jordan's at a bigger level than Graf ever got to already.
He
I
is,
mean,
and I was gonna say,
based off the song Broski.
I think Joyner's an exception. Is he's one of these dudes that like leads with his lyrical ability, but he has enough sauce. You know what I mean? Like there's song making. You know what I mean? There's good visuals. You know what I mean? He's just
Do you think, not to keep cutting you off, do you
no, you
think
good.
Graf songs have enough depth? Or do you think he makes songs that have enough depth? Because we're thinking about with Jordan Lucas. Jordan Lucas is dumb nice, but he got some deep
He has a
emotional
lot of depth.
songs already.
And is it the depth that people are attracted to with
Mm.
with Joyner? You know what I'm saying? Like, is that why? Because we
I
just
mean,
talked about how people don't like how
but
people
no,
don't
because
like depth. You know what I'm
but at the
saying?
same time, bro, I feel like Broski kind of blew him up. That
Mm-hmm.
song he put out, Broski, like the video, the
Mm,
visual was probably what really did it the most.
mm.
But I feel like that blew him up, and that was very deep. I mean, it has some depth to it because every nigga can, all all of us could. We're not rich, but we could definitely relate to that conversation. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like, I feel like that's on top
I
of other songs. Like he had the
I'm
song about
looking
the white
at
stuff.
his shit. You probably right in that Graph maybe doesn't have enough depth on some of his records, but I've heard him talking about some shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a very interesting thing why shit doesn't go harder than it does, or at least why shit doesn't hit a certain level. Um, but what I do know is that this dude has put out quality work. God's timing. He had the big hit, what seemed like the big hit, the Rockefeller Chain one. Like that song seemed to really, really go off, which I was very pleased with. And Fight
Yeah,
for
that was a weird
Love with
situation. Also, getting the Rockefeller chain at that time. Like,
Right, like being the last one on Rockefeller. Like I'm glad that he explained it. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll tell you this, I didn't even know. I
okay,
didn't
me
even know
too.
that he was on Rockefeller. I know that he was bouncing around in different label situations, but I didn't even know that he was on Rock. There was that point that where Rockefeller was signing everybody.
Yeah.
MOP and Nori and
So was he saying he got signed doing then and he finally got his chain or what?
no, what he was saying is that the whole point of the song is that he was the last one to be signed to Rock, and then as soon as he got signed, it disbanded. That's like right when Jay left, and everything just got weird. So
Mm.
like, and things got weird for everybody up there. And so he was like, "How am I going to be a priority? I'm the newest one here. Like, there's no way." You know what I mean? And it just all fell apart, and people didn't even know he was on. And so that's why they all got with him to be on the record, to be like, yeah, he really was one of us. He's from Queens and everything, so there's family, being Brooklyn and all that shit. But like I'm looking at his albums, man. Art of Words is with him and 38 Special. Um, God's Timing is fucking super dope. You know what I mean? Like this one, that's three albums in the last 3 years. You know what I mean? That are like real fucking joints. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And plus all his features, like so yeah,
But
man.
again, here in New York, nigga, so y'all up there, y'all just survive all shows in New York, bro. Like we'll
Yeah.
think niggas ain't doing nothing. They got a whole cult following in that city, bro. So
Yo,
that really be the
man,
way. And it's funny
that's how
because
it is in
people,
Houston. That's how
but
it is in Houston. You could
I
just
think
live
that's
in
what
just
artists.
Houston.
I think that's what artists need to realize, though. I mean, but I
Yeah,
take that back. I think that's what artists are realizing, and a
I
lot
think
of
that's what they are
fans
realizing.
and fans
Yeah,
don't understand. Like we
yeah,
think we don't. It's funny because you see a rapper that you find on iTunes on Apple, and you be like, who is this dude? Or he's small or whatever. But it's like, bro, he made it to your algorithm. Like he's doing
correct.
something. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
compared to the amount of artists out here, I forgot the insane number that they say amount of songs come out a day
Oh
or
Jesus.
uploaded or whatever. And it's funny because it
Yeah.
gets more and more outrageous every single time. It sounds more and more unbelievable. It's like, yo, that's literally possible, dog.
Like if you see like when you see Tyler Kolek come off the bench, know that cross you the fuck up and put 25 footers in your face all day. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
D League needs
Like
to get y'all work out here.
yeah, if he made it to that point, that sitting on the bench ass nigga done worked his ass off to get to the bench, and he'll bust your ass.
And it's funny because
That's the
it really
same
goes
thing.
back to like what does it take? And it's like that's the thing about art. It hits
Mm,
everybody different. So there's no real formula. To me, it's no real formula. Like you can go
yeah.
and it's funny because there's no real formula, but there is that fake or that commercial route formula. There is
Hmm.
a formula, but there isn't like
Hmm.
a genuine formula to like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you actually putting out good music and hitting the people, you know what I mean? But that's just a random thought. I like this. I'm liking this. Like I'm liking this combo because it's interesting as being artists
Yeah.
that never, like I said, never made it or never hit. But because I'm trying to think of something that under that because we didn't even get to those stages. But you know
Right.
what I mean? It's
Right.
like and knowing that we feel like we had some quality songs, but also
Mm.
understanding like we understand like our production is probably most of the reason why, and then touring or doing shows.
Production, and it's funny, production, not even just the beats itself, but also like the mastering and the quality
Yeah,
of the record. You know,
and that's no
people say
shot at the
that.
people that we was working with either.
Nah, like
You
you just your shit has to go through like multiple layers of production to sound a certain way. You know what I mean? And that's no shots at people we're working with, like the professionals that do this, that make money, that they have to do it too. They have to spend like days and weeks like making
know,
sure that
absolutely.
shit sounds a certain way. It's not. It's just a difficult thing. Um, and so speak this conversation flows very well into the other shit that I want to talk about, which is Noah O's album Heretic. You know, it's like when we take what does it take for somebody to break through? Um, you know, I would love to ask that question with Noah O. I would love to see Noah O answer that question, because this is also a dude and really it relates to the Richmond Cats. You know what I mean? What does it take for them, for one of them to really find the national recognition? Because, you know, we covered it a few weeks ago. They really deserve to break out. You know, certainly Nicholas F does. Um, I can't sit here and say that I've studied all of Noah O's shit, you know, like listen to everything like faith, but I will tell you that this Heretic shit is the best I've ever heard him sound.
Mm.
So I'm not sure if I'm gonna say this is his best album, you know, because I don't. He has a lot of work, and like I've only been like a real listener of it like recently. But I would say that as far as what I've heard, this is the best that I've ever heard him sound. And I know that this dude is really smart. And he's doing a lot of really good work. The fact that he secured a fucking tour spot with Mobb Deep, you know what I mean? Like he works really hard. His name is out here. He's been doing it a really long time. Um,
I think that's the, I think that's the answer. Like, what does it take? It's nothing he doesn't do.
right. You have to do a little bit of
Yeah,
everything and hope that one of those things catches on for you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, he
And
had to do all those at a high level though. Like
yeah,
he's a
consistent.
very solid artist. His merch is fire. His promotion is top tier.
Hmm.
He doesn't stop working. Like
Nah.
his networking game seems to be on point. Like you have to do
Yeah.
all of those things at a high level. You know what I
And
mean?
try
Like
and you got to move around.
you got
You
to
know what I'm
move around.
saying? You got to be around
He's been
folks. You
moving
know what I'm
around since
saying?
he's been moving around since we weren't moving around.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
And
We
still
weren't
moving
even moving around. If you want
around.
to, if we're gonna talk about it like that, you know what I'm saying? But this album, did you hear the whole thing? I
Yeah,
haven't.
yeah,
I got through like I'm on like track like 10 or something.
yeah.
This album is
So,
fucking dope,
so,
man.
so
This shit is fire.
being as we're podcasters, what is your all right? I about to say what is your all right? I listen to it vibe, or what do you mean by that? But because you said you only made it to track 10, so I feel like
Hmm.
you might go back to a track if you like. My first listen, like I bought it at like 11 o'clock last night, and
Hmm.
I listened to it while I was doing some editing.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So I didn't really get to give it a good listen, but I
Hmm.
can hear like, oh yeah, this is a good project. I'm editing, I'm nodding my head type shit. Like I can do vibe like that, but I
Hmm.
wouldn't. but that's why I do like this show. Like we come back, we come through 6 hours later with our review. But then
Right.
if it's good, you'll hear us talk about it more.
More.
The weeks
Correct.
to
Which
come.
is the next thing we're going to talk about is the 2026 joints that are still sticking to you.
Mm,
I listen to shit in the car and I listen to shit in the gym and I listen to shit when I'm cleaning the house to wash the dishes and shit like that. Because that's when I'm really listening. That's when I'll you got my attention. I try
yeah.
not to do anything else that requires a whole lot of thinking when I'm listening to music because
Mm,
music distracts me. Like I'm one of those people music is not background for me. Like, you know, how people just need something in
right.
the background. I can't do that
Yo,
with music. I listen to it too much.
the amount of times I think I actually get irritated when we're in the car and I hear an
Yeah.
impressive bar. I'm like, yo, y'all catch that? And they're like, what? I'm like, yeah, y'all.
Right.
Like,
Right,
how
because
does
it's
impressive stuff
it's
not
just
catch your
white
ear?
noise for people. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's white
yeah.
noise for people for the most part. So like people that can work and listen to music, like I listen, I end up it distracts me. Like I end up hearing I'm just a music dude, man. Like once I hear it, like it's what I gravitate to. So that being said, um, this I you know I'm looking at track 10 now. I think I actually did get past it. I almost listened to the whole thing. Um, I absolutely am going to go back to this and pump this shit. Um, I don't know if he used. I'm using Even. So
Hmm.
let's also talk about that. Like this is the first Even project that I have um, downloaded or paid money. So I paid money for this shit. Shout out to Noah for that.
Was the process
Um,
as far as playing, my bad, was the process as far as playing it any different than the rest of the joints? Like anything you caught from Bandcamp or when you bought J.
so
Cole's
so
joint?
So this, no, not really. Like, you know, they'll take Apple Pay. It took me 2 seconds to register. It's easy as fuck. Like, there's an app apparently, so I got to go download that shit. I would like again. I want the art and the track list and shit to be more readily available, or you know, because I don't know if he has art for this. I'm sure he does. Like this
Hmm.
album cover looks fly as hell. You know what I'm saying? But you know, the process was real easy to listen to I knew that this joint was gonna go when Dick Forsberry came out. I didn't know he was putting together the album, but Dick Forsberry, that joint was crazy. And then Heretic, when that came out last week, the single, when I didn't realize the album was out, it's like yo. And then you see that those are the first two songs. It's like, oh man, the aesthetic sounds similar. You know, the two beats. So he doesn't have a name of a producer on here
Yeah.
prominent. So I'm not sure if these are all the same producers, even though it does sound like the production is consistent. The joint called The Blade on here is fucking fire. The joint where he's talking about there's a lot of records now. You know, Casual has one. He has Noah has one talking about the industry and about surviving in the industry. You know, The Blade kind of speaks to that. Um,
The
that
only thing
the
Russell talks about?
huh?
I said the only thing that Russell talks about?
Yeah, exactly. On Code, you know what I mean? That joint on Code, I got her. Thanos, like all these, the ones that I like was listening to and I like stopped. I was like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like I was like, I need to know the name of that song. You know, I need to come back to that. Like there's a lot of shit on here, man. And like, you know, when we said it a few weeks ago, like these Richmond dudes, we're not just shouting them out because they're from Richmond. Like they're consistently doing shit that's impressive, shit that needs to get talked about. And I've been seeing, you know, shout to Nicholas F. I've been seeing Peter Rosenberg. You know, Peter Rosenberg has a serious show now, which I'm very excited for. That he's landed somewhere with Real Late, because I think Real Late is important to hip hop. And Nicholas F. He's been playing Cauldron Bubbles up there, which is cool. You know what I'm saying? And I want him to start playing Noah shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I think Noah, you know, and Radio that who both have recent shit out. You know, I feel like that platform needs to show some love to Richmond, and. I mean, like, and it's not even like showing love to this heretic shit. If I was a DJ, I'd be playing that shit hard. You know?
Real quick, before we get back to the music, we love rap combos. But now Talm About is really built off Talking About flags. With that being said, we got 4 for 10s dropping every Wednesday. Real flag combos, stories from the field, culture talk, all that. So when this episode's done, go tap into that side too. Alright, back to the music. Nah, I'm talking
Like
about.
I said, the Noah shit, absolutely. After the it came out last week when we went into the dive on it. When I went into the dive on it this week, like it's that shit is quality work. Um,
I guess what you gotta wait a month for it to hit Apple and shit. Cause I like throwing shit on shuffle with the rest of my shit. I don't like listening to. I don't like. It, I mean, that's crazy. I'm from the '90s and I don't like being limited to listen to one album at a time. That is crazy.
Yo, man, having the variability, but having the ability to listen to a bunch of different shit
Yeah,
is
and
is
being
real
able to throw it
fun.
on different playlists and shit also, man. I really want, like, it's funny you say that too, cause like I have a playlist called Real Quick.
Mm,
So it just sounds like if I'm listening to someone, because I listen, I'll usually get in the car, push songs, push shuffle. That's
mm,
it. You know what I mean? So
mm.
I might, if I really like a song, I'll throw it in the Real Quick, and that'll be my playlist for like the next 2 or 3 months, so to say. So I really need this joint to hit the DSP, but I like this process. That was just like the move. It's like, yo, I put this joint out for a month, y'all support, and then you go get it for the other, you know what I mean, $15 you pay for and shit. So I do like that approach. And
Yeah,
I hope more of us support more of these artists also, man, doing this.
yeah,
Doing this
yeah.
right.
That's fans definitely need to step up. Wale talked about that a while ago, like when he first came out. About remember that song, "The Perfect Plan." You know what I
Mm.
mean? Where he's just like, it's about y'all, man. The fans got to support. The fans got to do their part too. You know what I mean? And stop taking advantage of black market shit and show the artists that you fuck with some appreciation so that they can keep doing what they're doing. Um, so what was this shit? Oh, okay, so for this year, do you? I'm curious what now that it's been 5 months or so in. I feel like there's been a. I know. I feel like there's been a lot of projects that I've obviously that have dropped. You know what I mean? And I kept talking about who's going to be the story of the year. Like who are we going to be talking about this year? Um, and I was just curious about the albums that that I've heard, that it's like, who am I really fucking with right now? And I feel like
Before you say
I
that, yo,
yeah,
not to cut you off, it's funny how albums would be the biggest thing in the world,
yeah,
and then a month later,
right. That's why I'm like, what are you still listening to? You know what I mean? That's why, you know what I mean?
because I'm like,
That's why I'm,
because I'm just thinking like, damn, Cole did come out this year.
yo, man, yo, I don't want to turn this into a saying bad shit about Cole thing. You know what I mean? But like,
But I
it
don't
took
think
me
it
a minute
means.
to think about it. It took me a minute to come up with Cole. Like, I was like, oh yeah, that shit did come out.
But I don't go to I don't think it's a point where it means that the music is not as timeless as
Hmm.
the or good as the music was back in the day. It's just the fact that we're just bombarded with music, and that's the way that we consume music nowadays. Like we
Yeah,
consume music in a 3 month span, and
yeah,
then every once in a while you might like a song or two. Like songs don't last that because we don't have the radio. Most of us don't have the radio, so we don't know what singles are or whatever. Like the last song I
yeah.
can remember like dominating that long was Not Like Us. Like not like us. The only song I remember like going that long.
Yeah, it's true, man. And it's just when you were talking about listening to albums all at once versus like putting on playlists and shit, it's like I've heard people say like that's just the way music is made now. You know what I mean? Like there's not as much continuity in these projects because of how shit is made, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Like that I think that comes through with certain projects and that's why I like the Heretic shit is that it feels very consistent. It feels
Mm.
very um yeah, it feels like there's a lot of flow to it, you know what I'm saying? And an album that we mentioned that I maybe didn't talk about so much because it had just came out, we didn't really listen to it, is the Sir Michael Rocks album. That shit has a lot of continuity to it. That shit has a lot of it's he don't sound nothing like just like Billy Dan's doesn't sound like MOP. Sir Michael Rocks doesn't sound like the cool kids Mikey Rocks. You know what I'm
And I
saying?
was
Like
like, yo,
this
I was like, yo, why didn't I like this dude? I was listening to
yeah.
it, like, why did I like it? Why did I think I would like this project? And I'm like, yo, I really enjoyed this joint, yo.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
and like it's I really enjoy the different bags that he went in on
Mhm.
this shit and the different flows and there's a real consistency to the project. It really plays out. It plays real. You know what I'm saying? Like it plays like an album is supposed to. You know, and people were saying that about the Nas Hit Boy albums, that the Nas Hit Boy albums were kind of made for 2025 standard, where it's like not a continuity in the sound, which I don't fucking agree with even close at
Yeah.
all. But
Yeah.
but if that's a critique, I think that's a valid critique of a lot of music. Um, so I say that to say um, the joint that I definitely wanted to talk about, or at least the one that I can say that like it came out a while ago, and like I'm absolutely came back to it like multiple times, and and I still be wanting to listen to it is the IDK album,
Mm-hmm.
the even what is it, even the devil smiles.
Mm-hmm.
That album absolutely 4 months later, that album still holds the fuck up. That shit holds up. Um, the beats on there, you know, the features on there. You know, he got Black Thought, he got MF Doom, he got a posthumous MF Doom feature. He got RZA on here. You know, a bunch of Conductor Williams beats. You know what I'm saying? Like he got No ID on here. Like this is a fucking project. You know what I mean? This is a real a dope ass project that came out on January 23rd. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
very much 4 months later, you know, man, back when we was listening to shit, 4 months is like you still listen to that shit. It's maybe the second video, the third video just came out and you're like, yeah, they got a video for that one. You know, so like 4 months is not supposed to be like an eternity.
I
But
mean, because you have
after
some people who put out another EP or another project by then.
right, exactly. And um I've sat with this one from IDK and that shit is it, man. That shit is 5 months from now I'll still be like, yo, man, that was one of the best ones this year. Absolutely.
Um, and Wale album was last year, right?
The Wale album I believe was last year. Yeah.
I can't think of what I've been sitting with this year. Besides Nick, and that wasn't that long ago.
Nick is on my list.
Yeah, Nick, and not that long ago. Yeah, I really,
Nick, but if that's you know, it don't matter. It don't you don't got to pick out something from forever ago. If that's what you've been sitting with, that's what you've been sitting with. Because I have Nick on my list for sure. And I told you I think we already brought that up. Like we're still listening to this shit. Remember
yeah,
that was
definitely,
I think that
definitely.
was the Isaiah Rashad episode that got deleted where we was like, yo man, I am still listening to that shit. I mean,
It's so funny. I was going through the files and I clicked on something and just your face like this. I'm like, huh? It had to happen sooner or later, dog.
hell
But
yeah.
yeah, besides the Nick, besides the code, because I went through my
The
you
Cole.
know,
All right. I was curious if you still fucking with.
because like I said,
I
I
have.
go to my oh no, I went to replay for year 2026, and so it just got a whole bunch of singles, and everything is
Mhm.
from those two albums. You know what I mean? Or a bunch of just old Nick stuff. So I guess when I go down the hole, I go down the hole. That's all I
Yeah.
listen for a minute.
This shit that just came out recently, I think is gonna
Guap
be
Dad. That nigga has been popping up on so many projects, dog. That
who?
people have been Guap Dad. Since you've mentioned him,
Oh, yo, man.
he's on somebody's project that dropped this week. He's just been on people's stuff that's just been popping up, bro. It just ever since you mentioned him, dog.
Yo, man. That dude is an artist.
Yeah,
I really like him, man. There's something there's a lot there with him.
yeah. I can't think of why I didn't like him from the gate.
And when he I don't think it was last year, was it the year before? When he was dropping all those freestyles, he did like a freestyle Friday kind of thing, the way Crooked was doing it, where it's like every week he was posting a freestyle over like a known, like a legendary beat or whatever.
Mm.
That dude can rap.
Yeah, I didn't, I
Yeah,
didn't, I didn't, I
he can
didn't.
rap.
Yeah,
He can
no
really
bad guy.
rap, and he's not. And I think it's cool because he's one of these cats where the lyricism really comes through, even though he's not trying to beat you over the head with bars. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like it's a very fine line between beating you over the head with bars and being able to show skill without
humor,
doing that. It's a hard
humor,
thing to do, huh?
humor.
Yeah, yeah,
That's how
yeah,
they
yeah,
do it.
yeah,
Because I'm thinking about it. You kind of think about it the same way with Hakeem Ali. It's like,
yeah.
and it's
Hmm.
funny because it's so humorous, but you can actually hear the reaches in some of
Right,
those metaphors, but it still doesn't sound like you're trying too hard. Even though that's a
right.
far reach, but it's like he's not
Yeah.
trying. Like, bro, he just reached off it. He's not trying.
Akeem Ali and Guab Dad have a very similar aesthetic. about like kind of being like a ladies man, being real suave and just like y'all just be I ain't doing too much, I'm just chilling, that kind of vibe, and but I think Akeem Ali is a little bit more intentional, with the metaphors and shit.
Mm.
Whereas Guap just feels like he's just player. He's just
Yeah,
talking to you on that Oaktown shit. Oakland, Oakland, low key like super underrated for lyricism, like for dudes that can really fucking rhyme.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
Yeah,
because of
GQ
cat.
from Oakland, I think.
Yeah,
GQ from Jamla, I think he's from Oakland.
yeah, and,
Jamla, my bad.
casuals from Oakland. What's this dude? Mr. FAB, you know what I mean, from Oakland, you know what I mean? Like they got some real spitters up there, you know what I mean? And Guap is from the town, so I'm waiting for him to have his moment. And I'm pretty confident that shit is coming. So so yeah, the cold shit you're still riding with. I feel like I don't want to mention it because it's like it literally just came out,
Mm.
but this Billy Dan shit I've been riding with
Yeah.
pretty consistently. I was like, yo, man, this is impressive. Like this is a dope joint. You know what I'm saying?
That
And I
Marlon
feel like I'm
Crab,
gonna.
the latest Marlon Crab.
I was gonna ask if you came
Yeah, I
back to that
like
one
that, man.
yet.
I like.
Yeah.
I'm here for grown folk rap, bro. Like
Hmm.
I prefer that, man. Like I really do. Him, Coda the friend, his project is
Mm,
still riding a little bit. Kerr,
mm.
I get tired of hearing him whining about all the money he wasting on bitches, but it's still kind of interesting. He's from Philly, so it's more about the style and the tempo or whatever. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's fun. It's definitely
Y-
funny hearing this nigga crying about wasting money on bitches. It's like that's what like that's all you talk about. It is funny because I guess you got the same weird problem. Like you keep talking about the same shit,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah,
interesting because it's like nigga, this your choice.
yeah. Um, have you heard that? Did you hear that joint that I sent you? Because I don't know who these dudes are. The dude BGM Black.
No, I
This
did not.
song, that song, Battery Ram.
No, I need to click it. I need to click it. Speaking of that,
Mm,
somebody you
yeah.
did send me, and somebody you did, I think you did send me, and I didn't click it, and then they came up anyway. Coyote,
Mm.
did you
Oh,
send
the
me?
Mexican cat.
Yes.
Yo, what does he put out?
I listened to the whole
Yeah.
project. This is the thing about it. A single came on, and I went
Right.
and got the whole project and listened to the entire good project. It's good. I can't think of what song it is. It's probably on my latest real quick joint. It's a song on there that's got some depth to it. Since we talking about
Yeah.
death, nigga,
Yeah.
that shit, boy, I like
Send me
it.
that shit.
Definitely will.
Yo, I sent that to you because I've seen his name pop up. I've seen him sitting at the table with the mic in front of him a few times. You know what I mean? And I
Okay.
was like, yo, this motherfucker is hard, bro. Like, and I love hearing, um, Mexican cats and
What's
people from
peace?
different places that be going,
So
that be going hard.
the first song, What's Peace is Coyote, Static Selector, Locksmith, and R.A. the
Mm.
Rugged Man.
Peace, like Peace.
Yeah, like well, yeah, like that
There we
song.
go.
I think that's
All
the
right.
song. That was the intro song to me fucking with him. And
Mm.
fucking with them. Yes, Coyote is a group. Yeah.
All right.
They're interesting.
All right.
But
We're
yeah,
gonna
man.
click on that one. Oh, and Dave East. Dave East project from this year.
Okay.
The
Did,
For the Love 2. That shit fire.
did you hear the Heavy Burden joint with him and 38 that dropped yesterday?
Nah. I'm gonna check for that.
Yo, 38 so good at rap, bro.
Yo,
Shit's
man,
fucking
38 is
amazing.
that dude, man. I'm waiting for him, waiting for whatever he doing this
And
year,
that's
because you
funny
know it's
because it's like,
coming.
yo, we're waiting for him though. But don't they got a project that already dropped this year? Didn't he drop something this year?
I
I'm
don't think
pretty
it
sure
was
he
this
dropped something
year.
this year. That's the thing about it. Like
Did I
niggas is
miss
on a
it?
three a year drop schedule. You know what I mean? That's what we
Yeah.
expect. Like, damn, we ain't heard you in a long time. Like, nigga, like 3 months ago, nigga, what you talking about? Like,
That's the game, man. That's how it is now. Let me see.
yeah,
Heavy
yeah.
Burden. All right, I'm gonna fuck with that. Nah, I don't think he did anything this year. I'm looking
Or
at
maybe he
the
had a
full list.
collab album with somebody or something like that.
Yeah, might maybe. I like the Word Up Son, shit with Graph. That shit, Word Up Son, Word Up. I think that's the first song off the new, the Money Costs Too Much joint. But that shit is they do good together when they drop some shit. So
Yeah, right.
yeah,
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 and
yeah.
if niggas do well with 38 because 38 gonna raise your
He
level.
just yeah, he's just
And
that dude,
you
man.
better come up here because
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and we're being deprived. We are being deprived of the stove guard shit officially. Like
Nigga, I was
the
shaking my
stove
head.
guard
I
shit,
knew exactly where you was going already, dog.
because he
Where'd you
popped
hear
up
more news
on.
at?
Well, he popped up on the Rosenberg show. He did a little interview up there. And I've just been seeing clips of it, and it's just like there's supposed to be a joint. You know what I mean? So now there's the Welcome to My Garden with Benny and West Side Gun. Like a remix to Welcome to My Garden or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it's clear the dude just wants to put out some shit, man. You know what I mean? Like, he's got some shit in the cut. He's trying to force the label's hand, you know what I mean? And they pushing back on him. So that shit is trash. You know what I mean? I just need to, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want dudes to miss. I'm not worried about him missing his moment. His moment is going to be whenever he wants it to be, but it's just like, it's not fair. Like this is his
Yeah.
moment now. You know what I mean? Like it's his time. Like I'm confident that we would be talking about that album up there with anything else that we've been talking about this year because the shit that we have heard has been crazy. You know what I mean? And he's a cat who's broken through. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And broken through with charisma and with just charisma and style. You know what I mean? Like it's just something different to him. You know what I
It's
mean?
funny because him and 30, and I was like, yo, who is these niggas sounding like? And now I'm like, yo, I love these niggas.
Right, right, right. Yeah, man. And it's good. It's good to see. It's good to see these dudes are definitely there's a lot more to him than than I think we've heard so far, and I'm ready for it. You know what I mean?
I'm Well, yeah,
Word.
man, that's another one. We talking about rap.
So my rap.
What up, though?
See, I'm rocking. That means I can hear your shit.
Oh, word. I didn't know. I thought you listened to your own show. I didn't know it all, nigga.
Nah, this shit is whack. Yo, a part of this show that we're missing is that we can't just play some shit and be like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, definitely. Because it's not like we get enough views to worry about copyright and shit. Like,
it's like, oh yeah, that's a great problem to have. That's like people that get sued for stealing a sample. They be like, yo, yes, you know what I'm saying?
exclusive.
Cause yeah,
Give me that
exactly,
publicity, baby.
exactly. The free pub, and it's like, yo, that means people heard our shit. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Because I heard Static Selector was talking about that one time. He's like, man, are you worried about that shit? It's like, that's how I know you ain't made enough records yet.
That's a good problem, nigga.
Absolutely.
Hey, when you gonna get me some gear? I mean, I mean, you
Talk to me.
gotta.
What you need, man? Size the color. Let me know something.
I,
Hold on 1 second. If you're rocking with what we're building over here, you can wear it too. Now I'm talking about merch out now. Tees, shooting shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts. Just a way to say you know what we're talking about. Now I'm talking about. Link in the bio. Support what supports the convo. But let's get back to it.
I like the one you had on. That was
Black
pretty.
and
That's
gold.
pretty. Go ahead and get that extra large. Let me know what the cost. I'll go ahead and
I got
buy
you.
a couple.
Bet that. I got you.